Good morning everyone, the MMDA are back in Baclaran. They consider this as an illegal terminal here, so they're just dealing with these vehicles now. They're asked to see the license, issue a ticket. What they've seen in the past is that some of these are actually colorum, they don't have a franchise, so they don't have a driver's license. We'll see how it plays out today. So far no major problems with these ones, but there is a problem with this one. If you look on the side here, it doesn't have any route information, so that's not a good sign. If you compare it to this one, it has the route information, it has the LTFRB information. This one is missing all of that. So it looks like this guy got lucky because he doesn't have any passengers inside, so it can't be considered colorum. Even though it's waiting here at the terminal with all of these passengers standing around, he doesn't have any on board, so he'll just get a ticket for illegal parking. Over here you can see the SCOG team are helping some of these vendors to move on. I don't even know what to say about Baclaran and vendors anymore because it seems like they just keep expanding. Over here is another vendor packing away their stuff. Of course that's why they put wheels on the carts, so that they can roll them away when the MMDA come. And then when the MMDA leave, they'll roll them back and they'll take over the sidewalk again. That's the reality. If there's no confiscation, no penalty, they'll just keep coming back. Because it's good business, you don't have to pay rent to anyone. You just turn up, set up shop, start selling, and yeah, it's a good business. And you can see there's coordination again today with the army. Right now they're looking at this pickup truck. You can see the sidewalk's obstructed, so pedestrians have to go in the road. They'll get the opportunity for the driver to come out and just take a ticket, otherwise they'll tow it away to clear the obstruction. Now you might look at this and think, well, there's lines on the floor saying you can park here. There are lines, but you have to make sure you don't obstruct the sidewalk. So smaller cars and motorcycles would probably be okay, but this big pickup truck doesn't fit in the space. And as a driver, it's your responsibility to make sure you don't obstruct the sidewalk, you don't obstruct the road. And you can see that pickup truck's just going up now, ready to be taken away. And further along, they're also looking at these vehicles here that are partially obstructing the sidewalk. Again, if the drivers come in time, it's just a ticket, move the vehicle. If they don't come out in time, tow away to clear the obstruction. At least one driver's come out already, he's handing over his license now, so he'll just be given a ticket and then allowed to move the vehicle. They already have the license for this one, so they'll just write the ticket and then let him move the vehicle. Further along here, you can see they've already hooked up the tow truck to this one and they're just about to take it away. If you look at the white vehicle over here, it's parallel parked, so the sidewalk's completely unobstructed, and that's why he's not being ticketed, he's not being towed. But this one, it's causing an obstruction. So the drivers come out and the enforcers explain to him the problem. Unfortunately, the driver can't show his license at the moment, so most likely the vehicle will be towed away. And here's the tow truck, they're just hooking up to the vehicle now. They were looking at this one for illegal parking. The driver can't show his license, so the towing crew have just moved in and they're going to be impounding the vehicle. And this one behind is also being impounded. The driver couldn't show a license and neither of them have a license plate on them. Here you can see the sidewalk clearing team have gone ahead and they've been clearing sidewalk obstructions. Big tarpaulin here, it's probably used as a canopy over the sidewalk. I consider also removing some kind of fencing over there or some kind of signpost. Over here they just issued a ticket to this one for a no helmet, wearing slippers, dress code violation. They're advising him now that he has to push the bike, he can't just get on and ride away without the helmet. And just further along they stopped another man, no crash helmet, so they're just writing out their ticket now. Over there is some heavy equipment, they appear to be putting lots of holes in the floor. I'm not sure why, because this road seemed to be okay, so I'm not exactly sure what the reason is, but I guess there must be some reason. Over here they're looking at this tricycle on the sidewalk, they're waiting for the driver to produce his driver's license. If he can't show one, they're going to impound the vehicle. The driver did produce a photocopy of the receipt for his driver's license, but not the license itself. And he doesn't have an ID, like a government issued ID that has his face and the name on there. Because anyone could carry around a photocopy of anyone's license receipt and say, yeah, this is my driver's license. But if you don't have an ID to match it against, how do they know it's really yours? You can see the towing crew are already here to take this one away. Another problem with just producing the receipt of the driver's license is, what if the license was confiscated already or revoked or something like that and you just carry around the receipt? There are so many issues, so that's why the vehicle's really going to be impounded. And over here they've stopped a motorcycle, the back rider isn't wearing a helmet. The driver has a license, so they'll just issue a ticket. If it's the first time he's been caught, it's 1,500. If it's the second or third, it's even more expensive. Here's a vehicle that's parked in the road itself. It is here at this repair shop, but nonetheless it's illegal parking, so I think they'll have to issue a ticket for this. And you can see most of the other vehicles here at the business are also obstructing the sidewalk. Right now the enforcer's writing out a ticket for the white one and they're going to push that in. The driver for this one's just turned up, so they'll also ask him for his license so they can issue the ticket.
Lisensya lang po kailangan namin.
Kung napakiusapan nyo sa kabila, bakit kami hindi naman mapakiusapan?
Sir, lisensya po. Sir, lisensya lang po.
So far, the driver is refusing to hand over the license. So if he continues to refuse, they'll call in the tow truck. Okay, warning him that the tow truck will be called in. He appears to be handing over his license now. Some of the staff have come out now and they're saying, oh, how about the colorum? How about this? Unfortunately, this is what happens when you apprehend people or when you tell them something's wrong. They start saying, oh, how about this? How about that? They're doing what they can. They've been up and down here dealing with vendors, dealing with illegal parking, obstruction. If they catch a colorum, they're going to impound it. So they're just, you know, it is what it is. On the other side here, you can see the pink line. It denotes the public sidewalk, private property. This one's sticking out, so I think they're going to be looking at that. Even putting aside the pink line, you can clearly see that this is the sidewalk, so they're going to be issuing a ticket. The driver did come out. They're just asking for the license now. They're still talking to the driver now, no license yet. If he doesn't give it soon, I think they're gonna have to tow it away. It has happened in the past where a driver argued for so long, they said, okay, we're just gonna tow it away. They have the license now, so they're just issuing the ticket and then he can move the vehicle. Further down the road, there's a man on a motorcycle, no helmet. He also had a woman and 2 children. They just went down, but it's too late because the enforcer already saw them. So that's 4 people on a motorcycle, that's excess passengers. Wearing slippers, that's dress code violation. No helmets, the driver's handed over his license, so they'll just issue the ticket and then let him on his way. But his passengers will have to go down since they don't have helmets and there's too many of them. And just along from there, they stopped this tricycle driver for the footwear, wearing slippers, that's dress code violation. They're asking now to see the OR, CR, license, stuff like that. It doesn't look like he has anything to show, so I think it's going to be impounded. Aside from the lack of documents, there's no plate on there either, although there is a 2017 registration sticker, but it says for registration. So anyway, the tow crew are here now and they're going to take the vehicle away. Just as they're about to move on, another motorcycle came along, no helmet on the back. So as long as he has the license, it's just a ticket and his passenger can go down. No license, the bike will be impounded. The driver already handed over the license, so they'll write out the ticket now.